So how's it going? What's all going on for you?
Just been working a lot.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
just are you tired or are you feeling worn out or
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely tired.
yeah. Yeah, like you had the stuffing kicked out of you or something.
Yeah. I was in rough shape yesterday.
Were you?
Uh, yeah. But I'm feeling better today.
Okay. Do you have a cold or something?
No, just exhaustion.
Hmm.
I don't know.
So think
What's that?
Christine said she'll turn on her camera as soon as she finishes eating.
Uh,
Yeah, so she's here. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you got your contracts rolling and
yeah, we got a few of them going right now. I'm assuming come the early next year they're all start to kick off hot and heavy. I think
uh-huh.
what's going on is all the investors are just like frozen with their money. They're not doing anything.
Well,
So
that's an interesting thing about money, and that's why I'm doing that workshop next week. But that's a belief system. It's not necessarily true. But but you
that
may
is
be
true. Yeah.
experiencing some of that, huh?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
And it may be
Uh,
related, like, there's just so much fear and uncertainty, the
yeah,
election, this and that, really has nothing to do with any of that, but people are making it be about that, right?
that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go into that next week, into the money mastery, mastering money, about fear and yeah, the blocks.
Yeah. No, I would enjoy that for sure.
Yeah, so
Uh,
let's see what we're going to work on tonight. I want to hear from Christine. Maybe you're still eating. Maybe you could tell us what is your biggest challenge. Donna is joining us. And so what would be your biggest challenge then, Justin? What would you like some help with tonight?
um, I think my honestly everything's been great. It's just for me, it's financial. It's just to dig myself out of all this debt that I'm in.
Hmm.
Um, so that and if that happened, I mean, I'd be in really good shape with it.
Okay, so you are in good shape, and now we just
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
turn this. Yeah, so just I'm reminding you, you're in great
No, no. And
shape.
I know it, and I know it's coming. It's there. It's just I see it coming. I know it's right there. It's just I just want it now.
You won it yesterday, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Show me the money, as they say. Well, good.
Yeah.
So welcome, Donna. Welcome, Christine. Nice to have you, ladies. And so I was just asking Justin what he was most challenged with. So, what do you have to say are your biggest challenges, Donna, that we could address?
Um, that's a good question because I feel like everything's going so well right now.
Well, if you had a nightmare, what would it be? Or where would you like, look, things are good. I'm happy, so happy for that. But where can we create something different?
For my personal uh health,
Okay.
I need to get motivated to move, you know,
Okay.
to
Exercise,
yeah, I would
be
like to
active.
start walking. Yeah. And so I need that reminder in my head
Yeah, and feel motivated, huh?
and feel motivated. Yeah. Yep.
So motivation. Okay, good. We can do that. I've been feeling it myself, so yeah. Oh, but how about you, Christine? Welcome. Nice to see
Hello,
you.
hi, good evening. Um, so overall, I'm feeling good too, but at the same time, I guess you would call it a growth period.
Mhm.
Um, just when, the denseness comes up, it's like you're in a groove and then all of a sudden you're like thunk, like, whoa, what is that? And it's not anything in particular, but it's just, I think it's a growth period.
Of course, yeah.
Just moving through great growth periods, and in this growth period or whatever I'm going through right now, I'm noticing old thought patterns kind of pulling me out of the here and the now. And I have the awareness and I catch myself and I bring myself back in, but it's those sneaky little old patterns that kind of sneak up on you. It's not like boom, you're there. It's just all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, how did I get
You
it?
again?
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah. I
I'm
thought
not
I
being,
dealt with you 6 months ago.
yeah, exactly. It's like, I thought we were done with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Question that's sort of unrelated. What did you guys notice different after the last Thrive Tribe? You didn't notice anything? I mean, it's been a while. I would really, really love it if you made comments, right? It's not only good for us to share with other people, but I like to hear what's different after our Thrive Tribe. Like we're hopefully making progress here, right? This is not just for, well, it is for fun, but So
For me, I felt lighter. I felt a lot more ease, a lot more grace. And it's almost like a snow plow. I felt like the street was snow plowed, and even though there was snow and ice on the road, it was just easier to get through. It just seemed easier.
yeah, yeah, that's a great analogy. I like that. Yeah, not so much resistance.
Yeah, and it just overall lighter. It felt really good. Maybe like what Donna's talking about, when you get motivated and you start working out, and then when you're done working out, you're like, wow, I feel so good.
I was thinking more like I remember growing up in Canada, right? And ice and all that, and the plow coming. And oh, I feel so good. There's an icy patch and you're on your ass,
Oh,
right?
okay, that's what I'm saying. Like then all of a sudden this growth period or this thought,
Didn't see
this
that coming.
old, yeah, it's like, wait a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't expect it to be all perfect. But yeah, after the last one, it definitely felt more ease and grace. It felt lighter.
How about you, Donna?
I agree with Christine. It's made things smoother. It's like it smoothed
Yeah.
everything out. Yeah.
Yeah. See, when a person listens to the replay, I mean, I would love for if you're listening to the replay to make a comment because it's hard to gauge, right? Yes, we're still growing, but there's 2 weeks in between. So it's a little bit more space to sort of forget how good we felt or even sort of um, uh, qualify or quantify what's different, right? So keep your eyes out for what's different. Yeah, that would be good. Oh, well, welcome, Louise. Nice to have you join us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're just doing a little round table here and maybe sharing what you're challenged with and maybe what we can do some work on.
I think
Let's start with, were you here for the last Thrive Tribe? I think you were, weren't you?
not there was one on a Sunday that
No,
I
the
didn't
the Tuesday one.
eat. That one I was.
Yeah, so tell me, what did you notice different after that?
Oh, I don't know, it was so long ago.
That's the point. That's why I was saying, could you guys please make note in the Thrive Tribe so we can sort of, diary our changes? And it's motivating for other people too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, was there something you wanted to share? Or?
No, No, I'm better than I was earlier today.
Okay.
I think that, spending a little time meditating helped and so I'm better. Not great, but I'm better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I see, are you looking out the window? 'Cause
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's because I set up an extra screen. So
Oh,
I was looking at, you're on my other screen, so if I
oh,
move it
I'm like, oh, who's
here.
out there? Like, are
you
you
are.
looking at my aura maybe? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. We've got Justin here in the dark again.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had something in mind. So let's get our energy running. We're going to look at energy of distraction energy, and also resistance energy that's blocking us from our goals, whatever the goals may be. And then the other thing, Justin, you sort of touched on it, but I thought maybe we could look at the energy of the election and
Okay.
really, practice getting neutral, just looking at the energy of it and what does it look like. It'll be sort of a practice of our predictive energies, just looking at it without trying to be neutral, like not having a side to pick, but just looking at the energy. Okay?
That'd be cool.
Donna's yawning already.
He's yawning from all that energy on the
Yeah.
election.
Yeah, for sure. Well, maybe we'll look at the candidates instead of the election, right? Because that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, okay. So let's start. Anybody have any comments or other questions?
I like what your agenda is tonight.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw it, I'm having technical difficulties again. Sorry, I'm so sorry about the at everybody. I just feel like I don't know if that's completely resolved. They told me it's not accessible, it's only for the admin. So that may be something in the works that they're working on. I don't know. So what an aggravation that was. And then the other thing is I'm having another workshop next week, masterclass, and it's called Mastering Money. And so I'm going to talk about the energy of money and some of that. So I think it might be really good for you guys to jump in or share with somebody or friends. But anyway, people were clicking on the link and trying to sign up, and the fucking thing, so the fucking thing wouldn't register anybody. And so it's a snafu with the calendar. So I've got tickets in and I'm waiting. So let's see. It's technically planned for next Tuesday. So mark your
Oh, it
calendar.
is next Tuesday in the
Yeah,
same time,
yeah,
7 Central.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't panic if you already clicked on it and nothing happened, or because I can see names of people that clicked to try to register. So anyway, we'll work that out. But talk about resistance. Talk about resistance on money, right? It's classic. Now I'm hearing somebody in the background. I don't know who's got their family that wants to pipe in at the same time.
Probably me. Abby, okay, move. Move.
Yeah, I just muted Louise. So Louise, when you come back, I don't know if you can hear me. She's probably telling them to shut up. Yeah, I just muted you, Louise. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into our space. Being that you're all experts at running energy, go ahead and let's just create some red, white, and blue for all the energy around money and elections and how this could change the course of life as we know it. Or not. We'll just rise up into a new dimension. All right. And let's go ahead and release the grounding cord that you've got or that you've been hauling around all day. Create a brand new present time grounding cord. With today's date, October 22nd, 2024. And put your name in the grounding cord. And go ahead and put up a rose on the edge of your aura, just keeping the space, your bubble separate from everybody else. Yeah. Let's go ahead and say hello to that beautiful earth energy, the cosmic energy. Go ahead and take a minute to clean out the center of your head with any, lists of things to do or people knocking on your shoulder or on the door. All the things that you could be doing right now, like exercise or eating or, yeah, any and all of those things. All right, and let's go ahead and turn up the flow of the cosmic energy and find that center point in the center of your head. And let's bring our crown chakra to gold. Go ahead and explode sort of a purpley blue, deep, deep purpley blue in front of your first chakra. There's a lot of energy around the first chakra about, being grounded, being present, trying to do everything or do nothing, sort of all balled up there. A lot of resistance on that first chakra in the body. So let's go ahead and explode some crystal clear behind the first chakra. And explode sky blue behind the second chakra. Explode granite colored roses in front of your third chakra. Some of you are fighting for your space, like to just have this sacred space during the day or in the world or with your family or in your life. So there's a lot of competition or resistance for you to have this time and this space. It could be the other people that aren't here, that want to be here, that say they are going to, but aren't, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm seeing that energy explode some brilliant orange in front of your third and raspberry in the back of your third. So everybody that's not here, we're moving your energy out of this bubble for right now. You can join later, but I'm just moving all their energy out and I'm just grounding this space for us for the here and now, everybody that's present.
That felt like a lot.
Yep, it was. It's huge. Trying to tap into our superpowers here. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Oh, what are you doing? What are you talking about, Amira? I want that. I want that. I didn't know. Bought out. I'm asking, okay, let's send them to the beach. They can play beach volleyball, all of them. Give them something fun to do. There we go. Looking at your reading screen, let's go ahead and ground that and hook it up to the Supreme Being. Maybe just clean it off front and back. Go ahead and bring some gold suns into your reading screen. Bring some gold suns into the center of your head and reset that in present time, neutral and amused. Ha ha ha, I've got a good one for you. What'd the Dorito chip say to his son? You're a chip off the old shoulder. Oh, you're a chip off the old block. I screwed it. Oh, that'll teach you to run your energy and try to be funny. Oh, God.
Well, it worked. It made me laugh.
Yeah, you laughed anyway at my stupidity. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, good. Exploding roses, red, white, and blue at the back of the head. Explode midnight blue below your feet. Explode candy apple red in front of your kneecaps. Turn up the flow of the earth and cosmic energy. There you go. Guys just shifted. It's kind of like shifting into fourth gear and just cruising. There we go. Overdrive. No effort. So let's throw some purple energy towards your chakra body out in front of you and just have that purple energy stick to anywhere there's some resistance. Resistance to having what you want, whether it's exercise or cash flow or permission to do what you want or freedom to express yourself, whatever that is, anywhere there's resistance. And what do you see?
I have a lot right around my belly.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you're
See it
attached to your
everywhere.
belly. Yeah. I'm seeing mine as a fine mist right through almost each layer.
Mine looks like jelly. It's gooey.
Are you present, Louise? Justin, what are you looking at?
Yeah, mine, it seems to just be focused all around my head.
Okay. You showed me a picture of a bucket of bolts. It's just all these bolts, and you're not sure what screw what screw to attach them to. That's funny. Yeah, so clean off that resistance. Louise,
Yes,
what are you looking at?
in the back of my eyelids,
Where's the resistance?
um, everywhere.
Okay. Uh-huh. Any indication on what that might be or where it's from or?
I think it's frustration, just,
Mhm.
you know, stress.
Self-created?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess.
Okay, so let's practice neutrality and just collect it up and move it out. Like you don't even have to dissect it. You don't have to know where it comes from. Just get to move it out and have something different. That is, if you're ready.
Sounds like a good idea.
Sometimes we're silly humans and we like to suffer. Yeah. All right. And once you explode that or collect it and toss it into a purple into a black hole, let me know when that's complete for you.
I'm
I'm complete.
finished.
Good, good, good. All right, now let's toss a ball of purple energy and have it stick anywhere where you've got distractions, keeping you away or keeping you off your path or keeping you from your next step or keeping you from having what you want.
That's all
Resist
around my head.
distractions.
Yeah, mine's around my head too. And a lot in my aura.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like it's an essence, isn't it? It's like like dust particles. You can't see them unless the light shines on them sometimes, right? But it's all
Right.
there in the air all the time. And that's kind of how I see this. So pull out your industrial strength vacuum and suck up all that energy. Somebody just created this giant windmill and just started to power it up like maybe that's what we need is one of those giant windmills that just blow from California to New York. Yeah, that's a good idea, right? We could set
Mhm.
that up on California and just blow it from one end to the other and all give ourselves as Americans a reset.
Hmm.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because maybe that's what this is collective energy. It's not even ours individually. We want to take credit, but it's not. It could be related to the election, could be related to um yeah, just all the fear. These talking heads. Okay, good. Oh, 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 oof. That was big. Are you complete with that?
Complete. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Now let's toss a ball of purple energy towards your chakra body and let's have it light up anywhere where you've got energy that's blocking your ability to receive. Blocks to receiving. It's kind of the same thing. It could be interference, it could be resistance, you could call it a lot of things. We're just sort of looking at it from another angle so that, we cover all the bases kind of thing.
Mine's mostly in my third chakra.
Not surprising.
Mine's the same thing, but it's 1 through 4,
Yeah,
like all of them.
yeah. In the body stuff.
Yeah.
Like your spirit's ready like yesterday, but the body's going, fuck no. I love your giggle, Justin. Oh, God.
Oh man. Woo!
You guys are waking up.
There's a lot there to move.
Yeah.
Moving it on out.
I was going to start with a wheelbarrow, but now I got a whole freight train. So loaded. Choo, choo. Just give it, chugga, 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 chugga. Moving it out. You guys want to load yours up on the train and we'll send it off to another dimension and another universe. See, we're creating new tools as we go. How are you doing, Louise?
In there.
What are you seeing?
My blockage is around my heart chakra.
Your what?
It's around the heart chakra.
Okay, cool. So that's great. So make sure you check on the back too. Sometimes we just look at the chakra body from the front. So remember, this is like a 3D model, and you can turn that version of yourself around or, put yourself in a bubble and just have it rotate on a platform. Make sure you check back, front, inside, outside, and just whistle while you work, play. Pretend you can see it and not be attached to it. We're just being kids in kindergarten.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Let's explode red and pink and orange and yellow roses all around our aura. Tune into that earth and cosmic energy and check and see if that's flowing. And we're going to bring our crown chakra to gold. And we're going to turn down the first chakra to 10% open. Second chakra, 10% open. And ladies, you'll turn your third chakra to 70% open, Justin 50% open. And as we do that, just double check and see if you've got a rose, a separation rose on the edge of your aura, coming back into the center of our head. We're going to look at the energy of Kamala Harris. And let's explode matching pictures at sort of a cinnamon with gold. So just explode cinnamon with gold roses. And we're going to read her from a dusty rose. So put a dusty rose color on your crown with the gold. And let's ask the question, or have the rose demonstrate to us or show us Kamala Harris as the president. And what do you see?
A very haughty, she's feeling pretty big of herself.
Okay.
She looks like really self-righteous. I don't know if that's the word. Just
Okay. Confident, or is it overly
It's
confident?
overly confident, like I can do whatever I want, kind
Okay.
of.
Cool. Okay. Describe the rose that you're looking at.
I'm actually seeing her.
Oh, okay. And, you guys, I want you to hear what you have to see, what you see, not try to, and if you're feeling like Christine's influencing you, Christine, can you bring your aura in, please? And just make sure we're reading our rose, because you may get something completely different than Christine.
I kind of see something similar, but I see that she's scared.
So it's a fake sense of bravado.
Yeah. But I'm seeing the same type of thing, but it's like the feeling of being scared.
Okay. Yeah. Donna?
Well, I know I'm supposed to be looking at a rose for Kamala Harris, but I'm seeing diddly squat.
Well, maybe because you're looking at Kamala Harris as a president, and maybe there is no Kamala Harris as a president.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
And when you don't get anything, you just explode roses and get neutral. Like, what's that telling you, right? Louisa, how about you? What are you seeing?
Not what everybody else says.
What do you see?
I see a lot of confidence. Compassion.
Okay. Now, again, we want to make sure we're neutral, right? We want to completely describe the rose. That's what really helps, especially because we've got our own, not agenda, but our own judgments, our own perceptions. That's the word, right? So we want to look at Kamala Harris as the president, as if she steps into the role. What do you see? And if that's what you see, great.
I see her hiding herself. I see like she's hiding.
Uh-huh.
She's unsure of, I feel like it's kind of like us or some of us, I guess I should say, that feels like you don't want to let everybody, you don't want to open up because you're afraid of being hurt. That's what I see her as. She's kind of hiding. She's not
Protecting herself, would you say?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So maybe because she's not feeling confident, or she's scared, like Justin said, she's sort of holding back, or we're not seeing the true version of herself or something.
I think we're seeing, mm, I don't think she's showing I don't think she's showing a different version of herself. She's just holding back a lot of herself, a
Mhm.
lot of the, um, I just feel like and I can relate to that. So I need to explode,
Exactly, matching pictures.
pictures, matching,
Yeah.
yes.
So again, we're looking at her in the future form as president, not who she's presented right now on the campaign trail.
And that's what I feel that's what I feel as future president. That's what I feel like it would be. Should be real nervous to just show her all of herself, you know?
Okay, cool. Anybody get any more information?
So I exploded that picture, that I was seeing of her and just looked at a rose.
Mhm.
I don't know how to interpret this, but her stem, it's a white rose, but her stem looks white.
So ask the rose what it's trying to tell you. She's really not black. She's white.
No.
Ah. Well, what I'm seeing is a rose that looks a little bit rubbery, and the inner core of the rose keeps melting on itself. It's not really imploding on itself, it's literally melting from the core and turning into goo, kind of like a wax rose.
So what's your interpretation of that?
I don't think she gets president based on this picture. And it sort of explains kind of what you guys were saying of maybe, the fear or the lack of confidence or even experience. She just caves in, the whole thing implodes. Or it could also mean if somehow she does make it into the position, she's not really the leader. She's not really the president. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it felt like a false sense of security, you
Yeah,
know.
doesn't look real, which is interesting. Oh, yeah. All right. Any more information on that?
No,
So let's explode that. And there's no right or wrong. We're just looking at the energy out of curiosity. And this is actually very hard and difficult because we all have our preconceived ideas and judgments based on whatever news we pick up or what slants. So it's just an exercise to try and get completely neutral and just be observer. Just be the observer, because it won't matter a hill of beans if any of us are right or wrong, right? It's not going to change our life. Well, it could change our life, but anyway, so let's look at Mr. Trump and let's explode roses for Kamala and this bigger than life character. So let's check our crown to gold. Just check and see if your chakras are turned down 10, 10, and 50 or 70%. Come up to the center of your head and bring your aura in. So there's no effort in this. We're just looking. And let's see, Donald Trump. We're going to explode matching pictures for with a lime green, bright lime neon green. And we're going to match his crown at a coral, bright coral. A match. Put your crown chakra with gold with some coral on the top. Sort of a pinky orange. And let's have a rose that appears for Donald Trump as president. And what do you see?
Very robust rose.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
Color, size, what describe it? Robust is great, but describe the rose so that helps us become more neutral, right? We're simply having the picture being demonstrated in a symbol so that we're not jaded.
The stem is sturdy. It has some thorns and leaves on it. It's a blooming rose. It's not overly bloomed, and it's not a bud.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing.
And
Like,
the colors are almost like a deep, rich color. It's not like a bright color.
I'm seeing a large rose. It's a deep pink, reddish kind of color, and it's fully bloomed. It's completely bloomed out. And it has a little bit of leaves underneath the rose.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see any stems on, I mean, thorns on the stem. The stem's pretty, it's straight, very straight, and it seems if it were to move, it's not flexible. It seems like it would be brittle if it were to move. Just seems very stiff and staunch, the stem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even the whole rose does. It just seems, I don't know, but it's huge. The rose part is huge.
Justin, do you have anything to say?
yeah, same thing. I'm seeing like a white rose. Like everything is the same thing. Like everything seems like real sturdy, strong. Um, yeah.
How about you, Louise? What do you see this time?
Nothing that I care to share.
Well, tell us. We welcome.
No, because I don't think that this is a neutral conversation and I feel like I am on the wrong end of the stick. Okay, I don't feel like I'm.
Why? We're just
Because
looking.
it's, no,
So
because it doesn't seem to me like that. It doesn't seem to me like this is a neutral, it doesn't feel neutral. So I just rather not. Sorry.
So the way I see that is it's a wonderful opportunity for you to get neutral. And the idea of looking at a rose is to gain neutrality. And sometimes there's some very difficult things that we have to look at that, like, I have no sweat in the game. I have nothing invested to determine one or to even be right. So I'm going to share what I see about this Donald Trump as a president. And what I see is a rose, but it's wooden and it's carved into a cube. And so what I'm seeing about this role or him in the role is I feel like he might be boxed in or limited in terms of the fullest, I don't know if it's contribution. I don't know in what capacity where this is, I see blocked. I do see it strong, but it's a wooden rose and it's shaped in a cube. Now, a cube is one of the most solid what in gematria or in Kabbalah, it is known as the foundation, right? It's the emperor. really in the tarot cards, right? Louise, do you do the tarot?
Somewhat.
Okay. So the cube is, I think, the words are escaping me, but it is one of the, geometry, it is the most solid shapes. But, you can interpret this as block, right? Versus a cube. So one and the same, perhaps, in terms of strength, but also limited, especially if the rose is contained in the cube, right? It doesn't have the freedom to do whatever it wants because it's contained. And quite honestly, my belief is doesn't matter who's in office because they're going to be contained or controlled by other powers that be. So that's my own personal opinion, and I'm exploding roses on that. So,
So, Amira, can I say something?
sure.
So while you were talking, I could feel something like not tapping me, but like on my backside, on my upper back, like
Mhm.
at the base of my neck. And I just turned to glass.
Mhm.
What do you think that was?
Well, I'm not looking at it. I mean, you can ask who and what you think it is.
Some sort of looky-loo, but I'm not sure who.
Right. Well,
But a pretty,
CIA, wondering why we're looking.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty strong though.
Well, just so you guys know, every time we have Thrive Tribe, I get this giant knot on the back of at the base of my throat, everybody plugging into my fifth chakra. And it's painful. And it eases up as soon as we finish. So it's because you're eager and your spirit, you don't realize, but you're plugging into the space that I'm holding as, for the Thrive Tribe. So anyway,
Okay.
so it can be something like that. But how are you doing over there, Louise? Just exploding roses to beat the band?
Yep.
Just getting neutral, like it doesn't matter what anybody says. We're just looking at stuff. So why are we looking at this? Why does it matter? What's your feedback on that?
Well, I love it because it helps us practice neutrality, because that's important when you are doing this. And to be able to discern if you're looking at it using your like you were saying, preconceived filter, or
And
if you're actually being neutral. And if you're being neutral, there should be no attachments, no judgments, no feelings, no, it should feel neutral. It should feel completely benign. And for such a hot subject, that's such a great exercise for me personally, is to not care, but I mean, it's not that I don't care, but just to be in that benign space, I guess.
Well, and the secret of being able to manifest anything is being completely neutral and detached. And that's what we're practicing here. Because it's not we wish one thing or another. Is it little you and little me will not have our vote won't really make a dent.
Well, and we're not controlling the future, and we're not trying to foretell the future. We're just trying to look at the energy.
Yeah. And this may have a pretty good indicator. We'll see, won't we?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I felt with the Trump one. It was sadness, which I thought. I mean, so it's kind of conflicting.
Well, and it could be because he's boxed in and he really can't
Yeah.
do what he wants to do, or maybe because the other side isn't happy and who knows what. Maybe he gets thrown in jail after all. I don't know how it's going to
Yeah.
go, right? And maybe that's what the rose is, him contained in a box and it's wooden. I don't know. It's like a bit fake or a bit chiseled or a bit sculptured. I don't
Yeah.
know what that could represent, you know. God only knows what fate will have. But one thing I'd like to do so that we leave on a positive note is like this is an opportunity to even give America some healing over this heated division. So let's create a rose that represents America. And what does that rose need from us as healers, as light workers? What can we give that rose called America?
Neutrality.
Okay, go ahead and drop that in there. Being neutral when it's passionate is a good one. Yeah, so what can we give that rose? Give it a grounding cord. It's going to need the grounding. Maybe to remember its roots, to be connected to the roots of the beginning of who and what we are.
I'm seeing
Compassion.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
go
seeing
ahead, Jeff.
camaraderie.
Okay. Give that rose whatever you see. What else does it want? I'm seeing harmony.
I'm saying calm.
Okay. Let's give it calm. What about you? Yeah, because I'm seeing it rocking. I'm seeing like the baby, the baby's disturbed and I'm rocking it, giving it this comfort.
Unity.
What else?
I don't know what you'd call it, but it feels like emotions are really high and they need to come down. It's like it needs to maybe just chill out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it,
Well,
but
comfort, grounded, and
Peace.
yeah, peace is a
yeah,
good word.
peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Christine.
Mhm.
Love and
Harmony.
belonging.
Yeah, humanity is so, we're so we learn through hardship. We learn through loss, right? We grow through that, like North Carolina. And now I heard that where was it? Roswell, New Mexico had some flash floods. Crazy. So I'm seeing holding hands. Do you guys remember back in the 80s? There was a song and I can't remember it now. And
Oh, yeah.
they were holding hands, all the
We are the
kids.
world. Is it We Are the World?
We
Yes.
are
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are the children. Yeah, there we go.
That was a great song.
Yeah, let's drop that into the rose.
Yes.
See what happens. Talk about innocence, right? Maybe that's the message. Innocence and unity. Those two things. Yeah, and love. Acceptance. Is there anything you're seeing there, Louise, that we need to add?
No, I think you guys have covered it.
Okay. So guys, go out and reach out for that rose and just bring all of that into your heart so that we can hold this vibration through these interesting times. and through whatever it is that we're manifesting, whether it's our health or our wealth or honey or money. How does that feel in your body?
Soothing.
All of a sudden, everything got really calm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's just send the sparkles of this rose throughout every state, county, city, town, and community throughout United States. Maybe there's a shimmer of red, white, and blue and gold. Whatever comes to your mind. As we're just resetting the tone for a miracle. America the beautiful. America the beautiful. A miracle.
Oh my gosh, it looks so cool.
Yeah. I think this is the best thing that we can do for the upcoming days of change, of anticipation of what might be, for us to keep reminding ourselves, regardless of who's appears to be the leader, that we can have harmony, we can have compassion, we can have, unity. And, usually there's puppeteers and so-called powers that be. We create from within. We're creating our experience. So maybe we don't have to experience the division, right? Maybe we can set ourselves in a dimension where there is that harmony, where there is the support and the union. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely.
We don't have to participate in the media games. Yeah, to divide us. Because that's
Thank
their
the Lord.
intention. That's
That is completely their intention.
Mhm.
Both
Absolutely.
sides. Both
Yep.
sides.
Mm-hmm. And that's not where we're playing, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So how is that? Let's bring in some gold suns. Just reset our energy space. I've got red, white, and blue sparklies all through my aura. And I've got some gold shimmer in there. That feels so yummy. Just ask yourself, what colors do you need to give yourself right now? Is there a well-being color that raises your vibration? Every time we read or look at these energies, we raise our own vibration. Helps us clear pictures or limits or beliefs that are blocking us. Good job. I feel great. How about you guys?
Yep.
Yes.
And so, whenever there's a fear picture that shows up of what if this or what if that, blow the shit out of it. We get to create it, what we want.
Hmm.
Yeah. Any comments? Any ahas? Any coulda, shoulda, woulda?
I'm gonna do that here and there and just pick different random things just for practice.
You mean like
Just
media topics or something like? Well,
Yeah.
that's what we can do. Is we didn't do a lot of that in our 6-month training, did we? We read each other and stuff, but we can look at like what do you call these? Civic events, or just whatever events. Yeah, we can look at events. We can look at situations. We can heal them as a healer, as a reader. When we have access to our clairvoyance, we can change the energy of things. So that whoever gets in office, that we can still have the harmony. Because there will be other presidents down the road that we will agree or don't agree, right? There's been presidents in the past I haven't agreed with. We survived.
That is true.
We'll get through it regardless. Yeah. Unless there's no more presidents, no more, and everything changes so much. Could be that.
Yeah.
I hope
Maybe
not.
maybe that's why I saw that wooden rose. We'll see. Time will tell what that wooden rose might mean. I can only interpret it the best I have with, years, 4 years ago, when I looked at the energy of COVID and I asked, what is it? Because I was so freaked out. Well, everybody was freaked out. Come on. It was March of 2020. And what I saw in my reading was I saw a Chinese dragon and an American flag. So I said, what is this? Then I heard economic warfare and bioweapon. And I said, okay, was this intentional or accidental? And my guide said 50-50. So I wasn't worried anymore. I just went about my life. I traveled to Dubai. I did all kinds of stuff, but I wasn't worried like a lot of people were that it was so highly contagious, right? I got some information. I got to make a decision based on what I could see. Whether I was right or wrong, who knows? Time is showing us, right? But that's how it helped me. I didn't buy into the bullshit that media was telling us. And I lived my life the most I could.
What's weird is I agree with what you're saying. I was the guy that never wore a mask, didn't do, I didn't, just did whatever I wanted to do. And I never got it, ever. So maybe the fact that you just don't even worry about it, maybe you don't get affected by it.
Well, you get to create it, don't you? We get to create. I did get sick once, and after being under a lot of stress when I moved here to Texas, but thank God I had ivermectin because I didn't even have a doctor. I was afraid there's no way I was going to go to the hospital, but I had some ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine in my drawer. And I finally came to and realized, I was more afraid of the damn drugs than I was of COVID. But anyway, I took it. Thank God I had them. So I used my intuition and I had all these things.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how I see that, we can use these abilities and the tools and get to create our experience however we want with that. So how are you guys feeling?
I feel good.
What did the Doritos say to his son?
Chip off the old block. Or chip off the old shoulder. Sorry.
I'm gonna need you to be my joke man. Yeah. My sidekick. Okay. All right. Anybody else got a joke?
No appropriate ones.
Justin, you can tell that to your kids and they'll do an eye roll for you, I'm sure. And you too, Christine. Donna, you don't have any kids at home anymore. Happy belated birthday, Donna.
Thank you.
And Christine, happy birthday next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, when was your birthday, Donna?
Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donna. What do you guys not know the words?
You don't want to hear me sing.
Okay. Okay, Dawn, I wish you a very happy year, moving forward, and that things are,
Thank you.
just a whole different experience. How about that?
Yeah.
It's been
Happy,
so
happy
long the last
birthday.
few years.
It's
Thank
going to be a
you.
good year, Donna.
It sure is,
Yes,
girlfriend.
absolutely.
Okay, guys, have a great week, and I hope to see you in the master class next week, Mastering Money. And yeah, have a magical week.
Thank you. Y'all
Good night,
too.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Love you
Bye.
guys. Thanks
ya.
for coming.